Hello, we're going to do a Mathscast now on cumulative frequency. So let's have a look at what the exam question is going to look like. So the question says, complete the cumulative frequency table below and use to draw a cumulative frequency graph. So we have a table here which is already filled in for us. This gives us information about size and how many people. So for example, this first box says between 0 and 10. And the frequency is 2, so 2 people answered between 0 and 10. The table underneath is incomplete, and we will need to fill out these missing numbers in this column. And finally, we have a space to draw a cumulative frequency graph here. Right, so let's begin. So we need to fill in all of the missing values. So the first value we need to fill in goes here. So the question gives us between 0 and 10. Well, we can look at the table above, and we know the answer, because between 0 and 10 is the same as above, and we know there's 2 people there. So we can write 2 in that box there. Right, now let's fill in the second box, this box here. Well, here we're trying to work out how many people between 0 and 20. So between 0 and 20, well, if we look at the table above, that will include these people between 0 and 10, so those 2, and it will include this, 10 to 20. So both of those numbers will be counted. So altogether, you can see that between 0 and 20, there will be 2 and 8 people, which will give us 10. Right, let's fill in the next box. The next box wants to know how many people we've got between 0 and 30. So that will include between 0 and 10. That will include between 10 and 20. And also, it will include everyone between 20 and 30. So this time, we will add up all 3 of those with ticks by. So when we add that up, the 2, the 8, and the 18, we will get the answer of 28. Moving on to the next box. Well, the next box is between 0 and 40. So that will include the first one between 0 and 10. It will include everybody between 10 and 20. It will include everyone between 20 and 30. But this time it will also include 30 to 40. So we're going to add up all 4 of those. We're going to add up the 2, the 8, the 18, and the 9. And that will give us the answer when we add that up of 37. So now we have one more box to fill in, the bottom one. So the bottom box says what's between 0 and 50. Well, between 0 and 50 is basically everything now. It's between 0 and 10, the first box. It's between 10 and 20. It's between 20 and 30. It's between 30 and 40, and it includes this bottom box, 40 to 50. So all of the boxes get added up this time. So we add up the 2, the 8, the 18, the 9, and the 3. And when we add all of those up, we will get 40. So we've now filled in the cumulative frequency table. So we've done the first part of the question. We just now need to do the graph. So we're going to use this bottom table here to find out how to draw the graph. So what we do, and a little trick that helps my classes remember what to do, is I circle the numbers I'm going to use. Well, with this size box here, I'm always going to be using the second numbers. So I'm going to circle all the second numbers, because when it's cumulative frequency, we want until the end of the box. So we're going to take all of those second numbers. So I'm circling all of them, and I'm circling the numbers in the next box, the cumulative frequency, because they're what we're going to plot it against. So let's do this first one here then. So when the size is 10, the cumulative frequency is 2. So the bottom axis is the size. So if we go across to 10, we need to go up to 2, and that will be where we plot. So 2 is about there, so I'll put across there, and that will be our first one. The second one, well, we go across to 20, and the cumulative frequency is 10. So when the size is 20, the cumulative frequency is up to 10, and we put across there. Now let's do the third one. So the number we've circled is 30, so we go 30 across, and the cumulative frequency is 28. So 30 across, and we need to go up to 28, which is about here, and put across there. 2 more boxes to go. So the next one, the next one is 40. So 40 is the size, and 37 is the cumulative frequency. So we go across to 40, and we go up until we get to 37, which is about there, and we put a cross there. And now for the last one. So the last one, the size is 50 and the cumulative frequency is 40. So we go across to 50, up to 40, and we put a cross there. So now I've put crosses in all the cumulative frequency positions. Just one more cross to go. I want to put a cross at the start as well to show that we start here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to join those crosses up with a smooth curve. We need to make sure it's a nice curve, not straight lines in between them. So I'm going to have a go at doing that now. So I want to join this up with a nice curve that goes through all of the points. And then we're done. So that is a cumulative frequency graph. It normally takes this sort of S-like shape. It will be a little bit like an S shape. And you've just got to be careful that you use the correct points when you're plotting the graph. And that's why we've circled them in this bottom table here. Right, so we've gone through a question on how to do cumulative frequency. So I have another one prepared for you now. Have a go at this question and see how you get on. Good luck.